PIB, my dear NIOT MOES colleagues, my dear colleagues, NIOT, from successful accomplishment of the historic deep sea diving expedition. What else scientific fraternity like us can have better than such a beautiful gathering of entire media personalities under one roof to join us in the celebration of first of its kind feat by our fellow countrymen. Hats off to all of you for your tremendous support for science and technology and taking every of our achievement directly to the 1.4 billion population. A very proud morning to all of you. As the head of this institute, National Institute of Ocean Technology, I'm extremely happy in welcoming you all to this press briefing today, especially on the occasion of us celebrating our 79th Independence Day tomorrow, to share the glimpses of NIOT's successful maiden deepest dive in the Atlantic Ocean and the status of our own manned submersible development, Matsya 6000, in-house at NIOT in Chennai. Very soon, our Matsya would be taking a dive to 6,000 meters of water depth, which is 600 bars of crushing water pressure, 600 times of the atmospheric pressure that we are enjoying in this auditorium. Every single component, including fasteners to electronic sensors components, are designed by our team meticulously to withstand such crushing pressure, and our team is working on it as we speak now. I would like to extend my sincere appreciation to Honorable Minister, beloved Secretary, for their tireless efforts in organizing this event and relentless support to MOES scientific community as a whole. I also thank at this juncture our French scientific counterparts for their cooperation and collaboration. Once again, I welcome you all. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Very good morning to all of you. Indeed, it's a pride moment. At this juncture, we want to inform that some of our scientists, fellow scientists, have dived deepest depth of 5,000 meter. Unique experience they had. So just I will briefly talk about what is this mission about. Then I will small presentation about Matsya and its status. So as you all know that our aim to develop, design, develop and demonstrate some of the deep water submersible. Already in progress. In the leftmost one is basically inside the sphere, how the oxygen and other things have been assembled, and also the view. The red one is the view inside from taken. This is a very unique, and it is the deepest Indian aquanaut. First time they have ventured up to 5,000 meter depth, 4,005. So these are some of the photographs while launching, and the top left is before launching, and the second one, the middle one, top one is just going inside in the Nautil, and from the Nautil inside he has taken a photograph for Ramesh, the top right one, and the bottom left one is, I think they have they have lowered Indian flag along with the French flag at 4,000 meter depth, so that because there is a robotic arm, so you can drop whatever the things are required. So with that, they have first time this is just various figure, and along with the team of NIOT, the next bigger group is from their own people, not only their own people, but also they were in a ship and other crew and all people, their team, scientific team were there. So what we have done, basically what we have learned from this, number one is pre-dive preparatory task. What are the things we need to do? What are the piloting operations when you are operating such a mission? But this basically our people have gained how to do and other things. So now coming back to what is the Matsya 6000, what is the progress and what is the way forward. Basically, we will try to realize the titanium hull very soon, and also synthetic foam and variable buoyancy system, and also drop weight mechanism. These are the various things which we need to do for Matsya 6000, and then open ocean testing, And also sail about a demonstration up to 500 meters, roughly about in the next 2026 middle. And also research vessel augmentation of LARS, that is LARS is basically launching and recovering system, and integration of deep water test by mid 2027. And finally, various other scientific exploration and other things will start.
See, in fact, Mr. Oja was telling that it's quite a bit of an issue for the media persons to be very comfortably coming over here on the field like this. But nevertheless, I appreciate your commitment and the manner you responded to all of us. I think after Dr. Ravichandran has given you a detailed presentation and Professor Balaji also gave you a resume, there is nothing much to left as far as the technical aspect of it is concerned. But I think what is important for us also to realize is that when we gathered recently for a space mission, I think it's a very pleasant coincidence that Subhashu's space voyage is coinciding with the deep ocean voyage of Ramesh and J.P. Singh. And the breaking news that J.P. Singh belongs to Jammu. And I told him so. He said, what you don't know is that my house is just 3 kilometers away from your house. So thanks for reminding me of my own address. So having said that, but you've done the entire country proud. And I told you last time when we met for Earth Sciences briefing, I said, we shall try to plan in such a manner that we have an Indian going up into space and almost simultaneously going one deep sea. And I think Pallav made a lighter way remark in response to that. And then we would be able to claim that India's quest for a double conquest has already taken off. Conquest into deep space and a simultaneous conquest into deep oceans or deep seas. And that, on a serious note, will mark the beginning of value addition to India's economic growth story from two such sectors which have remained relatively underexplored and in some cases also totally unexplored over the last 7-8 decades. And for that, the credit goes to this government that the first time they have awakened to the enormous wealth which lies in the seabed. And Prime Minister has personally not only followed it up, taken a keen interest in this mission, but he also gave it so much of priority that he spoke about it twice consecutively in two of his Independence Day addresses in 2022 and 2023, which of course was intended to awaken the countrymen about the merit of this deep ocean mission and the blue economy, which is going to be the new component of economy as we move on to rank 4 and then 3, 2, 1. And that will be, I think, this is the ministry which would very substantially, if not wholly, be the torchbearer of India's Viksit Bharat story. Similarities as well. While Subhashu went up to the International Space Station on the invitation of NASA, an American organization, these two gentlemen have been there in a French collaboration. So that was NASA, this was EFRIMET, and of course the institute which was taking a lead on behalf of the ministry was BEYOND, which has come to be recognized as one of the premier institutes across the world, because we have the advantage of doing kind of ocean research and studies which are not available to other countries because of our geographical positioning on the coastal area of about 11,000 kilometers. And these two voyages also make another point that Indian talent is now no longer only being acknowledged, it is also being solicited. It's not that we are looking for collaboration with our counterparts in the other countries are also looking. So same was the case with when Prime Minister Modi was a Washington DC visit and he was having conversations with President Biden. The offer came from that side to have it in the And so also, in the course of series of discussions that Dr. Ravi Chandran was having, again, the suggestion came from the French authorities that we should have Indians also going with them. So this is a great acknowledgement, as I have always been saying, that India is no longer a follower, she is beckoning others to follow her. And furthermore, incidentally, both the voyages have been also published around the same time, in the month of July, August. The IIS one was 2 weeks, this is about 1 week. Of course, the water inside was 4 days. And while Ramesh was up to 4,000 and JP up to 5,000. And similarly, while Subhashu has carried out a set of experiments for which the kits were provided again by the sister ministry, that is the Ministry of Science and Technology, Department of Biotechnology, for life sciences, myogenesis, for plant behavior in microgravity, etc., seedling behavior, which would not only be benefiting India but also benefiting the entire mankind. So again, we are living up to the spirit of the third mantra given by Prime Minister Modi, that is Vishwa Bandhu Bharat. And so also in the case of Ramesh and JP, the experiments which Dr. Ravi Chandran was referring to will, whether they were using robotic arms, sensors, underwater navigation systems, etc., are going to provide rich inputs, valuable inputs, even to other countries, particularly those who have huge stakes with oceans, huge stakes with the coast. And as we said on the day of the culmination of the Indian Space Station mission, that this will pave way for larger and upscale international collaborations. So also I have the confidence to say today that this voyage is going to create much compatible milieu for India for larger and upscale collaborations as far as our ocean experiments, ocean explorations are concerned. Chandrayaan going up, you have the integration of the test. So I am glad to note that I happen to be a part of, though Minister is an incidental part always, because all the work is being done by the experts, but I happen to be incidentally associated with both the departments at a time when they are registering one milestone after the other. Thank you very much.